Hi everybody, welcome back to the Food Network. Haven't done the Food Network in a few days, so figured we would get to this. So apparently Chantal has an announcement for us. If you care to have a spoiler alert, there is a title in the top left or right hand corner, depending on how you're watching the screen. There's a spoiler. So this is something that everyone knew, everyone has known for a while. It's pretty evident. It's pretty evident through a lot of factors that have been picked up on the audience over the years. And I guess maybe it has caused Chantal so many problems recently that it's kind of to the point where she just can't ignore it anymore, or it's not something that she can brush aside. So maybe if she comes out and says this, it will spark interest in the community and it will get people to watch her again. I'm not sure. But yeah, Chantal has recently announced to the community, to no one's surprise, that she is a diabetic. So let's hear about what she has to say to it.
Hello, foodie beauties.
Hey there, Beezers. Want a personalized video from me to you?
Okay, I forgot about this. I really cannot believe that she is still trying to push this. Chantal's views have been the lowest that they've been for a very long time. Most of her videos do not go over 10,000 views. So therefore, like, knowing the financial side of YouTube and everything, and looking at how much she uploads and looking at how many views her videos get and everything, I can tell, like, you know, girl ain't doing too hot, or at least girl ain't doing as well as she used to be doing. But I mean, as far as pushing this Cameo thing, I mean, really, who is paying? What does she charge again? Like $30? Who is paying over $30 to get a 1 minute long clip of Chantal talking? I mean, when basically no one is watching the 10-minute long free video, who do you think is going to pay $30, $40 for you to talk to them individually? I mean, really, if Chantal does 2 or 3 of these a month, that's being generous. If Chantal does 2 or 3 cameos a month, I mean, I don't know. Is this worth it, including in the intro of every video, for you to make $90? I guess things are getting a little rough around here. Gosh, I cannot stand this intro.
Hey guys, so this is going to be like 2 videos, but it's like the same day. So, it's gonna be a bit weird, I guess. Anyway, so this first video, I'm going to talk about a bit about my health update. I'm not gonna do a weigh-in right now. Probably do that tomorrow. But I am gonna take my blood sugar.
Too much going on today. We can't film a video, tell the audience you're diabetic, and do a weigh-in. Whoa! Working woman. Lot going on. You can't be doing that all in one day. Are you kidding me? So, something that I immediately noticed when she came onto the screen is that this is not buttoned up. She kind of has a gray undershirt situation type deal going on right here. Chantal has buttoned this before, I believe. But maybe things have kind of gotten a little bit worse, and it's gotten to the point where we have to do an open shirt moment. So, I don't know, just something I've noticed lately. But I did see in a recent video, Chantal has been telling us lately how over the past year, she's been thriving. She has really become the person that she wants to be. Everything is going swimmingly in her life, in every aspect. Moving to Kuwait was the best decision she ever made, and she's out there with someone who really cares and loves her and protects her. And oh, I can't wait to watch that video. But hey, too much fun in one day. Way too much going on. Let's do the diabetes video, and then we'll do that in another one.
Because I do have that monitor now, and I want to show you guys what my blood sugar is. And I have been taking my blood sugar. It's kind of a problem. Well, it is a problem, a big enough problem. So let me get to that first. So I have my kit. put my lancet in. I won't show the blood part, don't worry. Get one of my strips here. Now I did eat maybe like an hour and a half, maybe an hour and a half ago, so it's not going to be like a fasting blood sugar. But even my fasting blood sugar is like pretty high, so we're ready to go. I'm such a baby with the finger picking. I hate it. It startles me, just like getting your ears pierced.
See, that's something that doesn't make sense with me. I mean, Foodie Beauty is someone that has lived in major discomfort for a majority of her life, but a little finger prick, that's what does us in. No. I mean, lugging around hundreds and hundreds, for her whole life. Sure. Okay. Yeah, no big deal. Are you kidding me? Little finger prick? Ooh. I take issue with that. I don't know. Pick your poison, I guess.
$3.16. That's really high from what I gather. I'm not used to the MGDL. Usually it's MMOL. From when I was in Canada, I had that machine. So my blood sugars have rocketed in not that long of a time period. And I know I'm not taking care of my health. I mean, it's not rocket science. I mean, anyone with eyes can see that I'm not taking very good care of my health. Struggling with eating habits and lack of exercise, and all that stuff. So 316.
I'm noticing in this video in particular, she's getting winded a lot more easily than what I've noticed in other videos. There's not really a cadence to what she's saying. I really haven't been taking care of myself lately. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to know that I haven't been eating the best lately. Yeah. I mean, as she's disclosing the information that she is disclosing to us, that's going on too. I mean, girl, you're not invincible. You're not invincible. I mean, Chantal, I've been following you for like 2 years now, and just it has just been. You treat it like a trash can. You do. I mean, you throw anything and everything in. It's like a trash can. And I mean, your body cannot sustain this forever. You cannot live. You can live this way. You can eat like a trash can and do all these awful things and not exercise, but it's not going to be for very long. I mean, that's really where this is coming into play. You're not invincible. I mean, if this was okay throughout your teenage years and your 20s and somehow your 30s, I think that you're going to begin to see that your 40s are going to look a lot different.
When I fast and wake up, I take my blood sugar. It was 230, around that. So, which is still high. It should be like I think around 100, if I'm not mistaken. So, I went to see a doctor here about it. I told Salah my blood sugar is pretty high, and he said, I'll take you to a doctor tomorrow whenever I took my blood sugar for the first time. It was like 369 when I took it that night. It was after a day of not eating very well. And so I told the doctor about my problem. My blood pressure is also high. So before I go on any medications, I just want to give it an honest try for now with diet and exercise, which they did say is the main thing that will help if I reduce some weight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. A type 2 diabetic such as this does not want to immediately get on medication because she wants to give it the old college try. Oh my, Chantal. Chantal. If you were someone that was capable of reversing the effects of type 2 diabetes through diet and exercise, I think that you maybe would have shown yourself that you are someone that could be on that track by now. You are so far gone from that train track that you should be immediately running to the medication. You are not someone that is going to be able to say, type 2 diabetes, that old thing. I'll just start eating better. I'll start exercising. Chantal, your whole life is centered around not exercising and eating takeout. That's your whole life. That's how you make money. That's what you spend your recreational time doing. You don't go anywhere. So, I mean, really what you look forward to all day, the activity, your recreation is sitting on the floor and eating. But you're going to take away one of your primary time investments to just start living the way that you should be. It's like, okay, guys, the first 39 years, that was all joke. All right, we're getting serious now. It's not a switch that you can just flip and start. It takes practice, dedication, self-discipline, hard work, things that you have never shown your audience you're capable of. But now all of a sudden it's like, okay, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, sign me up. Where's the dotted line? Girl, go get that medication.
Reduce weight, watch what I eat. Of course they say limit carbs, which I understand now, processed, like limiting the sugar, because I have a problem regulating sugar now. So I need to really limit that in my body, at least until I can get this under control. And then I'm going to go back in a month's time. And if my blood sugars are still out of whack, I'll have to go on medication. So I'm really, really wanting to give it.
See, that is what's spooky. Taking a deep breath and then telling us, well, I'm going to give it a month. I'm going to do my best. And then if things aren't going the way that I'd like them to go, I think, probably like a month. I don't know, maybe sometime in January or February. Just so blasé about it. This is dire, Chantal. It's been dire for a long time. I mean, 2+ years ago is when you should have been saying, yeah, I'll give it another month. No. Go.
Try harder than I've ever tried in my life. I don't think I've ever really tried super hard, because when it gets really hard, which it really is, I just give up. I just give up. I panic. I listen to the urges, and I just don't.
So knowing that about yourself, knowing you're someone that is not capable of not succumbing to all of the voices in your head telling you just eat, you're now going to take a method of recovery that involves exercising self-discipline. You know the kind of person you are. What now makes you think that you're going to grow this willpower inside of yourself out of nowhere? I don't. This is pure delusion. People don't necessarily like admitting or coming to terms with their faults. Some people are lazy. Some people have bad attributes, bad personality characteristics. But really, the best thing and the most mature thing that you can do as an adult is identify your bad habits and sort of go about life including those bad habits in, because you know who you are as a person. Sure, you can work on them and everything, but they're going to rear their ugly head. So it's, might as well make some room at the dinner table for them as well. It's like, well, I know the way that I am. This is probably going to happen. Let me plan in advance for it. Not, well, I'll just cut that out of my life. Well, I just won't be like that anymore. Because that's worked before? Because all the other times that you've tried that, it's worked in the past? Why now? Because it doesn't seem like the diabetes is too much of a wake-up call for you. It doesn't really seem too shocking to you, because if it were shocking to you, you would not be so blasé on here saying things like, you know what, I'll go back in a month, and if in a month it's not better, I guess I'll get the medication. No, that does not seem like the alarming rhetoric that would be coming from someone that is scared straight about their diabetes. I mean, but we're just, we're just going to do it. Yeah. I mean, I Googled reversing type 2 diabetes without medication. All you have to do is start walking more. That's literally all you have to do. Yeah. On Wikipedia, I saw it was like, you're supposed to eat better. You're supposed to get more exercise. And then, I don't know, it's like 3 to 6 months. It goes away. So I'll just do that. Chantal Marie.
Don't give it enough of a try. And I'm getting up there in age. I'm 39. I could be living a very active, happier life, healthier. Health is happiness for sure. You can't enjoy life if you're not healthy. I mean, my trip to Thailand was awesome, but it could have been so much more awesome if I felt well. I don't feel well. I feel like I have no energy. I feel like I'm 80 years old. Let's face it, I probably really physically have the physical capabilities. Some even 80-year-olds even have more of physical capabilities than me. And I'm not being hard on myself. I'm just actually being really realistic that that's how I feel. And
no, be hard on yourself. Take some ownership. Take some responsibility for the decisions that you have made throughout your life that have gotten you to this point. You should be very hard on yourself. You should realize that the state that you are in right now is very alarming. It's very dire. It could lead to fill in the blank. You should be very, very direct with yourself at this point. No more beating around the bush. No more, maybe in a month. No, none of that. Because, girl, it's going to come to a point where we don't have a month.
And it's a lot worse than it's ever been, feelings wise. So I don't know what the heck I'm going to do. I mean, I'm probably just going to do this list here, lose weight. I need to be consistent with light exercise, even if it's just walking in the evening, because that will get cardiovascular.
I was joking a minute ago when I said that she Googled how to reverse type 2 diabetes and something popped up on Google and she said, oh, I'll just do that. Yeah, whatever. She is quite literally showing us that she did that. I mean, I exaggerate, I joke around on here a lot, but she's actually doing that. I mean, literally, this was a screenshot from Google that she photoshopped into this video. How to reverse type 2 diabetes. Lose weight, eat healthy, exercise regularly, stop smoking, eat fewer carbs, drink more water, get enough sleep. I'll just do that. Yeah, whatever. No big deal. Type 2 diabetes? Oh my God. Yeah, maybe like 200-300 years ago, this would have killed someone. But me, Chantal, I'm invincible. Yeah, let's give it another month. I mean, if in a month, go back, whatever, I'll get the pill, whatever. But you know what? I can do this. This is easy. Oh my. I mean, these are all staples of her lifestyle. Lose weight. We don't do that. Eat healthy. We don't do that. Exercise regularly. We don't do that. Stop smoking. She smokes shisha all the time. I mean, she hasn't done it on camera in a really long time, but we know that she smokes, so I would imagine that bad habit is continuing. Eat fewer carbs. That's something we don't do. Drink more water. I could imagine that Chantal doesn't drink enough water. I can't say for certain, but it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility that Chantal does not get enough water in her system. Get enough sleep. I mean, her sleep is already obstructed because she has told us that she has sleep apnea that has been brought on by her weight. So I can imagine her quality of sleep isn't the best. So really, she is rocking all of these categories 10 out of 10. I mean, category is type 2 diabetes. I mean, 10s across the board. We're doing it all. So, but you see, it would be very difficult for your average person to reverse all of these habits in their lifestyle at once like this, let alone for someone who gives up very easily and has no self-discipline. I just don't know where she thinks that this Hercules inside of her is going to sprout from and save the day. It's not inside of you, Chantal. You're not Hercules. You're the opposite of Hercules.
I need to be consistent with light exercise, even if it's just walking in the evening, because that will get cardiovascular system going, metabolism going. It's just healthy. It's not going to be the number one culprit for weight loss right now. I understand that, because I need to start with my diet. I need to cut out all of the bad things, and it's just really bad how I eat. So I haven't really been ordering out really all that much compared to how I used to, but I have been cooking a lot of things at home. Like, if
I was about to say, what, just because you're making your trash at home, that makes it better? Chantal, we saw the supermarket episode. We saw the pounds and pounds of bread that you bought at the supermarket. I mean, I can count on one hand how many of the ingredients that you got at the supermarket were healthy. I mean, everything that you went for in that supermarket was crap, mostly. So just because you're making it at home, that doesn't mean that it's any better. Oh, well, I didn't get this from a restaurant, so, I'm in the clear. It's like, I can cook with a bunch of butter and heavy cream at home, but hey, you know what? I made it. A restaurant didn't make it, so therefore I'm in the clear. Seriously, this is the kind of logic she's using. Because it's homemade, it's better, therefore this will put me on the route that I need to. Yes, you are right. Stopping takeout is a good habit for someone like you. But if you're just going to replace that habit with making a crap load of trash at home, I mean, really, are you winning at that point? No.
if I don't order out, I'm all day cooking things, like I'm going to make a cobbler, I'm going to make cookies, I'm going to make poutine. I find ways to get to the bad food, and even if it takes more effort. So I need to start, and I need to really, really, really put effort into it. And when the going gets tough, I just have to get through it. Lifestyle changes for the better are so difficult.
That will never happen. If Chantal is hanging out in the apartment by herself at 11 o'clock at night, hungry, thinking to herself, oh my gosh, I have that peach cobbler in the fridge. I would love to go polish that off. There is not going to be something inside of her that says, you know what? You just need to push through it. You just need to not have that peach cobbler. That's not you, Chantal, and you should know by now that's not you. You don't have self-discipline. You don't have that work hard and, be rewarded with your hard work bone in your body. You don't. You're going to give in every single time. So really, the only way, in my opinion, that would put things on a better track is if you threw away everything in your apartment and he exclusively brought you healthy meals. Which, I mean, that would turn you into... that would turn you into a devil. Definitely. That would not make you very happy. So, I mean, this is not going to get better. With the mindset and attitude she has in this video alone, it's not going to get better. This is scary.
But with sugar readings this high, I don't even know what that is in mmol, maybe 16 or something like that. That's really up what it was when I was like 400 pounds. And the last time I weighed myself not long ago, I was 350 or 360. So I'm gonna weigh myself tomorrow morning, film that.
This has been a hot debate around Chantopolis and on Twitter and everything that I've been seeing lately. Chantal lying about her weight and her history with tampering with scales to make them look like a lower number than they actually are. There was an instance when the roommate, her ex-roommate Pete's, he went to stand on one of their scales while she was in Kuwait, and it subtracted his weight by 70 pounds or something like that. Like, he stepped on it fully expecting to be, I don't know, with 210, let's go with that. And, it was significantly less than that. So we are, kind of informed that Chantal has had a history with tampering with scales and lying to her audience about her weight. There are side-by-sides of seeing Chantal now versus when she first got to Kuwait or in years past when Chantal has told us, oh, I'm 350. I'm 350. So right now, Chantal weighs in at 350. And then we do a side-by-side of her back from, I don't know, 2018, 2019, back when she told us that she was 350. Two completely different people. So I have reason to believe, just because of the whole scale tampering thing in and of itself, that she's lying about this. I would imagine that Chantal is somewhere in the fours.
I'm not doing this for any other reason than to just be transparent with myself mostly, and just get better, you know. And I want to have some kind of online support system. I want everyone who's struggling as well to come together and try to do this, you know. And I say that, but
oh my. Chantal, your YouTube channel, just knowing the nature of your YouTube channel and what surrounds your YouTube channel, this is probably one of the last places that you should come to for support. I mean, your online presence and your online reputation and everything, you really think that the community is going to come together and support you in this, and everyone needs to work as a team? I mean, this is a hole that you dug for yourself over many, many years. Whether or not you're able to patch up this hole, I don't know. But this is kind of what we see with Amber Lynn. We want other people to do the work for us. It's like, well, I can't get weight loss surgery because Jade's about to break up with me. And if Jade won't be here to take care of me while I'm recovering, well, therefore, by default, it's Jade's fault that I haven't lost weight. Well, I need the whole community to come together and support me in reversing type 2 diabetes. And I need everyone to leave positive comments and really hype me up and everything. But if the community doesn't do that, if they're not here for me, I'm sorry, but you guys weren't a good enough support system for me. So I ended up getting worse in my type 2 diabetes. So really, when you think about it, it's your fault. Oh my gosh. The best thing that you could do for yourself right now is to fly home, stop doing this whole silly stuff with the fake husband in the Middle East, go home, get on medication, and start really going to therapy and understanding why you are the way that you are, and doing the work. But I mean, that's kind of been a constant in Chantal's whole life. We've always gone around the work, or we found ways to minimize the work, or just not do the work at all. You know, that's always an option too. You know, no smoke screens at all. We could just not do it. Chantal, it's getting dire. It's already dire. It's time for you to get serious.
But I'm afraid that I'll let people down. But there's not really much more option for failure at this point. I mean, my health is not good. You know, I have sleep apnea. I use a CPAP machine. I have high blood pressure. I have diabetes.
And that's just what you know of. I mean, there could and probably are a whole bunch of other organs malfunctioning and a whole lot of other slew of issues taking place in your system that you don't know about. I mean, I can't imagine that Chantal has had a bunch of tests or had a physical in a very long time. So this is just what you know off of the top of your head. The devil you know versus the devil you don't know.
You know, I was in denial so long about that, like, because I thought, I'm pre-diabetic, I'm not going to become diabetic. I don't know why I was in such denial that I would ever get diabetes. Like, you know, I don't know.
Because you've lived your life thinking that you're invincible. You have lived your life making these very, very poor decisions that have gotten you to a very, very sad state of being at age 39. And I guess up until this point, you haven't really had to pay for that many of these bad decisions. The consequences have been limited to the point where they're not interfering with you in making changes. You've somehow been getting away with it, I guess. But you can't be invincible forever. Like I said, if you were able to live like this in your teenage years and your 20s and somehow your 30s, I think that she's beginning to see that her 40s are going to tell a much different story, because you can live like crap. You can make very poor decisions, but not for very long.
I really don't know how my brain works with that, but that's how it is. You know, I have depression, anxiety, I have all these things I just need to reverse. And exercise can also help with depression and anxiety as well. So they say it takes 21 days, right, to build good habits if you're consistent. So that's what I just need to do. If nothing else, that's all I'm going to do. It's just like a daily video diary of how I'm doing, maybe like a vlog style, what I'm gonna eat. I don't even know. I don't even want to really eat, because I look at my stomach, I look at the flesh on my body, the amount of fat I have. I have a lot of energy storage that I could be using for fuel. I don't feel like I want to put more calories in my body. I mean, I have so many already, you know?
This is so silly. This is so silly. Well, it's gotten to the point where I've had so many bad habits for so long. I mean, hey, you know, the point of fat is stored energy, right? So, I mean, really, what if I just didn't eat? You know? Really, if you think about it, it's stored energy, so why can't my body just live off of that? Girl, that's not how it works. I'm sure a lot of people losing weight, if they could just not eat and, you know, let their body take its course with their stored energy, a lot of people would be doing that, but that's not the way that it works. Getting rid of fat on your body is a little bit more complex than that. But in her head, it's like, well, you know, if you think about it, you know, that whole biology thing, that whole science thing, it's like, well, if it's stored energy, and I have a lot of stored energy in it, if I just don't eat, then my body will burn the stored energy, and it'll be a-okay. Hey, hey. As if anyone, you know, in the history of humanity hasn't ever thought of that before. Chantal, you are having these crazy, wild theories as to how you can go about changing your lifestyle while on the precipice of nearing the point of no return with type 2 diabetes. You need to go to a doctor. This is not okay.
Anyway, I want to give my body a chance to break down some of that and use it. Anyway, if you guys have any suggestions, because I know a lot of you have been through things and a lot of you have been successful, so share your ideas with me. I really need the help.
Yes, let me consult the comments of my YouTube video instead of a doctor. Yes, the community and the presence that surrounds me on YouTube that is heavily infiltrated by trolls. Yes, let me go in and take a look at what this person with a flower as their profile photo had to say. Okay, well, this worked for this random person on YouTube. So, hey, you know, maybe I could do this too. Doctor? Dr. Schmockter? Whatever. They're all quacks anyway. I'm just, I'll just do this. I'll Google some stuff. It'll be all right. Oh my God, this is alarming.
And be, you know, as long as you're polite and constructive, I have no problem with you leaving feedback, you know, never. I appreciate it. So that's my story right now. I have another video I'm going to put out. It's going to be a what I eat in a day video. I've been journaling, kind of like a food journal, to show you guys and myself, because I don't do this often, a full day of how I eat, so I can really see visually what I'm doing, you know, what I'm putting in my mouth, what's contributing to these health issues. And I'm sure it's just overeating and overeating bad things. So, but I want to see. So I'm going to do this whole day, and then tomorrow.
This is giving Amber Lynn. Well, I understand that I eat the wrong things, and I understand that the portions are way out of whack for what I'm putting into my body, but you know what? I just need to put it on paper. I do. I need to write everything down. I need to get a number on a piece of paper. I need to add it all up. I just need to see with my own eyes what this looks like. Girl, shouldn't you just know, hey, you eat like shit, you eat way too much crap, that just cut down on that. You don't need to have scientific PowerPoints drawn up for you as to like down to the decimal point. That's not what's going, and that's what Amber Lynn has done in the past too. Amber Lynn will come and she'll have these giant agendas and she'll be doing decimal points and stuff. Like, girl, for Olympic athletes, for someone that is trying to be at a very precise percent body fat to hike Mount Everest or something, I don't know. Yeah, maybe decimals would be necessary. For 400 plus, I do not think that decimal points are going to matter at this point. You just need to make better changes. You need to cut down significantly. You do not need to have everything written out on paper. I mean, when you go and sit down and eat a whole thing of peach cobbler, you should know that that's not a good decision for you. I need to look at it. I need to see it with my own eyes. I mean, girl, look down then. I don't know. I don't understand this, but I don't understand a lot of the decisions that she makes.
We're gonna, get going, kicking our butts into gear. So yeah, stay tuned for that video. I'm going to show you what I ate today and go from there. Anyway, guys, I thank you so much for listening. I know it's like, here we go again, and I don't blame people, but I guess time will tell. I'm really gonna really try, because those blood sugar levels are really scary. My blood pressure is scary. I don't want to go on medication for life, and
that's another thing that is mind-boggling to me. The first 40 years of our life, yeah, let's throw in all the fried food and sugar that we want. Age 40, when you really need something to intervene through a medical means, oh God, I don't want to be on medication for life. Are you kidding me? Taking a pill every day? That's such a hassle. I'm speechless. I'm very speechless. Chantal seems like someone that would take progress very piecemeal, in my opinion, and then reward herself as soon as she realizes that she's doing a good job. Well, hey, I ate well. My blood sugars are bad, but they're not as bad as they were yesterday. So, you know what? I think I'm going to surprise myself with a little, I don't know, meatball hoagie and chips from Subway. That could be something. The sugar's not that bad. And hey, listen, if we eat bad and our sugars go back up, then, tomorrow's another day. We'll just reverse it tomorrow. These are not the kind of makeshift changes that you can be doing on the fly like this. This is something that requires total and utter absolute dedication. There is no straying. There is no do a little bit today, do a little bad tomorrow. Oh my. This update was grim. This update was very grim. I'm curious to hear about what you all have to say in the comments below, because this is very alarming. So, at the end of the day, this is something we've known has been going on for a very long time, but I'm guessing because she is willing to admit it at this point, it's gotten to a point where it's pretty bad. So, All right, y'all. Well, I think that's it for the Food Network. We will move on into... There's another video she did. It's like talking about how she's become the person that she wants to become over the past 2 years, or over the past year when she's lived in the Middle East and everything. That one's a hoot and a holler. So we will be taking a look at that one probably on the next Food Network update. So I will see you then. Thanks for watching.